listening to you after 262, it almost seemed like you had moved on from Jon. And we've heard you in the past say Jon Jones, in your mind, the greatest UFC fighter of all time. Did I read that right? Are you moving on from Jon Jones? Has anything changed with Jon? Is there a fight on the horizon? What's up with Jon? And what can you tell the UFC fans who want to watch Jon Jones fight?
Yeah, I've absolutely moved on. Listen, I put on fights every Saturday. We have a window where we try to build some fights and make some things happen. If the fights don't happen within that window, we move on. And realistically, I mean, I've been saying it since the beginning. Derek Lewis is the guy who should be getting this title shot. This is the guy that's, beat Francis Ngannou. He's next in line. He's coming off great performances. And that's a wrap. We're moving on.
Dana, could Jon be done forever in the UFC? Is that a possibility?
That's up to Jon. Yeah, I mean, I was saying that night. I mean, he could absolutely fight again at 205. He said he wouldn't fight Stipe. So, and now Derek and Francis are fighting. So we'll see how that fight plays out. And, there's nothing wrong with going out on top either. Jon Jones is undefeated. He's never been beat. For those people that don't know, you see that one loss on his record. He didn't lose that fight. He won that fight in dominant fashion, like most of his fights. And it was a time when the Nevada State Athletic Commission was at its weakest, and there was a referee in there that shouldn't have been in there, and he stole that fight from Jon Jones. So it wouldn't be a bad thing for him to go out on top.
Who you got as far as up-and-coming talent? Because I know the Ultimate Fighter has been responsible for, launching careers like Kamaru Usman and a lot of the people who have turned into major stars. Who do you got your eye on this season, man?
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes the great thing about this thing is Kelvin Gastelum, was the last pick on his season. So, these coaches bring these guys. We find the talent. The coaches pick who they want. They evaluate them. And you don't know until these guys all fight it out. I mean, look at the finale of many of the finales, but the first finale ever with Stephan Bonner and Forrest Griffin. That fight changed everything, elevated the brand, elevated the sport, and took this whole thing to another level. So you never know until they get in there and fight.
Dana, I think it was after 262, you alluded to that there might actually have been some sparks, maybe an altercation between Brian and Alex. I obviously remember Chael Sonnen and Verdum, I Can't Let You Get Close, a classic moment. Has there been any fighting between Alex and Brian on set?
Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei.
Yeah, Vanderlei. I Can't Let You Get Close is one of my favorite moments in tough history.
Yeah, it was the day before. No, it was the day of that I was heading to Texas for the fight in Texas, and yeah, so a little they got into it that day.